Hey everyone, this is Pete with Lookin' Diecast, and in this episode we're going to be checking out the Satin and Chrome series. This was a series of 6 cars that was released through specialty retailers such as Kroger's, GameStop, and O'Reilly's Auto Parts here in the United States. This is a super cool set of cars, a lot of chrome, a lot of satin, kind of a matte finish silver with a gold chrome finish to them. Really nice set. I think they did a great job picking cars for this. We'll go through them. I'll tell you a little bit about them and show them to you. First car is this 71 El Camino. This is a pretty neat take on this car. It's got the 51 anniversary on it. In 2012, they had a standard kind of El Camino, and they totally reworked it, revamped it, added these jet engines and this fuel intake, kind of made it a little bit over the top fantasy car. I think it's pretty cool. It looks great with those chrome engines for this set. Second car in the set, number 2 of 6, is definitely going to be one of the more popular, if not the most popular cars in the set. 71 Datsun 510 wagon, or the Japanese Bluebird. This car is super sought after in any edition it comes out in, and you can see it's got the Japanese writing here, Hot Wheels logo. This car, 510 wagon, didn't show up in the mainline set this year, but for collectors, good news. It shows up in the Speed Blur 5-pack. It shows up in this Satin and Chrome, and there's also a mystery model. I believe it's Series 3 they came out with one. So good news for the Datsun fans. That car is very collectible this year. Just can't find it in the main line. This next car, number 3 of 6, custom 67 Pontiac Firebird. This car I've had in another video. I'm getting to be kind of a big fan of this car. I love this era of automobiles, that late 70s, mid to late 70s. Mid to late 60s to mid to late 70s, all those muscle cars, beautiful cars, and that Pontiac Firebird is just one of the best of that crop of cars. This was another kind of recent casting. This has only been around since 2017, so pretty new casting. Another new casting, the Aristorat. This car, I was a little iffy on this car when I first saw it. And then I started doing some research on this thing. This car really does a nice job of paying kind of an homage to the rat rod culture. It's kind of a counterculture to the hot rod community. Those guys who are into the rat rods, or sort of the outlaws of the hot rod community, they like their matte paints. They like rusted cars, and you just bang the dents out and you custom fabricate parts and take what you got and put it on your hot rod, and it's all about the motor and all about the speed and all about the noise, not so much about the glamour of the hot rod. So that's kind of a cool kind of counterculture to the hot rod community. And they even went so far as to put, and there's no way I can just barely see it with my eye, but they even molded in a little rat and a wrench on the floorboard sitting between that driver's seat and that passenger, where the passenger side door would be. So that's pretty cool. I really wound up liking that car a whole lot more than I thought I would. Car 5 of 6, 63 Chevy 2. Look at that gold base shine. This was basically a every man's car back in the day. There was not really a muscle edition of this. There was no V8. They did have kind of an upgrade package on this. That was the Nova, but not really a muscle car. Chevy 2 was somewhat popular, but it kind of lost ground to some other cars that were competing with it, the Chevelle and some others. So this is kind of an example I want to show you. This is the mainline 64 Chevy. This is an actual Chevy Nova. This is not the Nova edition of the Chevy 2. It's a lot bigger, a lot more aggressive grille. Of course, the paint jobs make them look entirely different. Size-wise, they're different. But you can start seeing how they started in 74, kind of rounding the area with the lights and rounding almost like the fins in the back. But 63 Chevy 2, not a lot of these. It's again a fairly new casting, 2016 casting. Pretty cool little car. One that I was kind of glad they had set because I think it's a little represented in the set for what it is. The last car, number 6 of 6, 70 Plymouth Superbird. Friend of mine really likes these. He's kind of collecting these, and he's been in a drought. They haven't made any of these since 2015. Now, this is an old casting. They started this in 2006. So this casting's been around for a while, but it's been absent since 2015. Fortunately for my buddy, this car is making a comeback. They've come back with this one in the Satin and Chrome edition, and they also have a mystery car. That's again, I think, a mystery series number 3 car. So 2 of these are not duplicated because they look completely different in the mystery series, but they do show up in there. So good for the people who collect these castings that they have a couple options this year. The only thing I can't show you is the chase car, the Gotta Go plumbing truck. People are referring to it as the Golden Toilet. I don't have it. I'm still hunting it. Hopefully I'll find it. That's one of those crazy fantasy cars. They've come out with that thing in pink, with pink flames in the past. And for fans of the toilet car, good news, it's coming back in 2020, so we've got that to look forward to. All in all, Satin and Chrome, I really, really like this set. I was glad to get that Datsun and wrap up my collection. I'm still looking for the chase car, but I really like this set, and I've enjoyed collecting it. Glad to have it in my collection. Drop me a comment, tell me what you think of it, and again, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. We really appreciate that. Helps the channel. And until next time, enjoy the ride.